In the swinging 60s, Hollywood was buzzing with stars, but one newcomer from Sweden was about to turn heads like never before. Ann Margret, with her fiery red hair and dazzling talent, was more than just a fresh face in Tinseltown. She was a whirlwind about to take the entertainment world by storm. But behind the bright lights and camera flashes, Ann Margret's life was filled with stories that few knew. From her small-town beginnings in Sweden to the glamorous Hollywood stages, her journey was packed with surprises. Her life wasn't just about the roles she played on screen. It was about the real-life drama, romance, and challenges she faced. Take her connection with Elvis Presley, for example. On the set of Viva Las Vegas, their chemistry was undeniable. But was there more to their story than just a movie romance? The rumors were there, but the truth remained hidden, just like many parts of her life. And that's just the beginning. Ann Margret's life had its fair share of ups and downs. She faced a terrifying accident that almost ended her career and battled personal demons away from the public eye. Her marriage, unlike many in Hollywood, stood the test of time, but not without its own set of challenges. As we dive into her life story, we'll uncover the hidden tales and private struggles of a woman who was much more than her public persona. Ann Margret's story is not just about fame and success. It's about resilience, courage, and the strength to overcome. Join us as we reveal the untold story of Ann Margret, a true Hollywood legend. From Sweden to the spotlight. Ann Margret's story begins far from the glitz of Hollywood in a small Swedish town called Valsjöbyn. Born Ann Margret Olsen in 1941, her early life was a world away from the red carpets and movie premieres she would later become accustomed to. Her childhood in Sweden was simple and modest, filled with the kind of small-town experiences that shaped her humble beginnings. In 1946, when Ann Margret was just 5 years old, her family made a life-changing decision. They packed their bags and moved across the ocean to the United States, settling in the suburbs of Chicago. This move was the start of a new chapter, one that would lead Ann Margret down a path she could never have imagined as a young girl in Sweden. Growing up in Illinois, Ann Margret discovered her love for performing. She was a natural on stage, whether she was singing or dancing, and it wasn't long before she started to dream of something bigger. As a teenager, she honed her talents, performing in school productions and local shows, grabbing every opportunity to shine in the spotlight. Her big break came in the early 1960s. After attending Northwestern University for a short time, Ann Margret decided to pursue her dream of becoming a performer full-time. She moved to the West Coast, where her combination of talent, determination, and striking looks quickly caught the attention of Hollywood. In 1961, Ann Margret made her film debut in Pocketful of Miracles, and it was clear from the start that she was a star in the making. Her vibrant personality and on-screen charisma were impossible to ignore. Hollywood had found its newest sensation, and Ann Margret was ready to take the entertainment world by storm. But behind the scenes, Ann Margret's life was more than just movie sets and premieres. As her star rose, she faced challenges and experiences that would test her strength and resilience. Her journey to stardom was not just about the roles she played, it was about the real-life story of a young woman navigating the complexities of fame and fortune. The Elvis Presley connection. As Ann Margret's star continued to rise in Hollywood, she found herself cast alongside none other than Elvis Presley, the king of rock and roll, in the 1964 film Viva Las Vegas. This pairing was more than just a cinematic match. It sparked a connection that would become one of the most talked about aspects of her life. On the set of Viva Las Vegas, Ann Margret and Elvis Presley discovered a chemistry that was undeniable. Their on-screen romance seemed to spill over into real life, leading to a whirlwind of rumors and speculation. Both were at the peak of their careers and attractiveness, and the idea of a romance between them captivated the public's imagination. But what really happened between Ann Margret and Elvis? The details of their relationship were kept private, shrouded in mystery. It was clear that they shared a special bond, with Ann Margret later describing their connection as an electric charge. However, the extent of their off-screen relationship remained a closely guarded secret, known only to those closest to them. This chapter in Ann Margret's life was not just about a possible romance, it was about the meeting of two iconic figures at a time when the eyes of the world were on them. The filming of Viva Las Vegas was a pivotal moment for Ann Margret, marking her as more than just an actress, but as a significant figure in the entertainment industry. The connection with Elvis also showed a different side of Ann Margret. Away from the movie sets and the glamour, she was a woman who experienced the same emotions and complexities as anyone else. Her relationship with Elvis, whether it was a deep friendship or something more, was a part of her life that added depth to the public persona she had created. In the next part of Ann Margret's story, we explore a dramatic and life-changing event, a near-fatal accident that not only threatened her career but also brought her face to face with her own mortality. A brush with death. In 1972, at the height of her fame, Ann Margret faced a moment that would forever change her life. During a nightclub performance in Lake Tahoe, a near-fatal accident occurred that brought her face to face with her own mortality. This incident was a stark reminder of the fragility of life, even for a star as luminous as Ann Margret. While performing, Ann Margret fell off the stage, plummeting 22 feet and landing hard. The fall was severe. She suffered multiple injuries, including a broken arm, cheekbone, and jaw. The accident was not just physically damaging, it was a traumatic event that shook her to the core. For a performer who relied so much on her physical presence and expression, this was a devastating blow. The road to recovery was long and arduous. Ann Margret faced a grueling rehabilitation process filled with uncertainty about her future in show business. Would she be able to perform again? Could she return to the screen with the same vibrancy and energy that had defined her career? These questions loomed large as she worked tirelessly to regain her strength and health. But Ann Margret's spirit was indomitable. Her resilience in the face of adversity was remarkable. She didn't just recover, she made a triumphant return to the stage and screen, proving that not even a near-death experience could dim her star. Her comeback was a testament to her determination and grit, qualities that had propelled her from a small town in Sweden to the heights of Hollywood. This episode in Ann Margret's life added a new dimension to her public image. It showed her not just as a glamorous star, but as a human being who had faced and overcome a great challenge. Her brush with death and her subsequent comeback were inspiring stories of resilience and strength, revealing the true metal behind her star-studded persona. The secret battle with addiction. Behind the dazzling lights of fame, Ann Margret faced a personal struggle far removed from the public eye. In the privacy of her life, she battled an addiction to alcohol, a fight that was as challenging as any role she had played on screen. This hidden battle was a stark contrast to the vibrant, energetic image she portrayed to the world. The roots of Ann Margret's addiction were complex. The pressures of fame, the constant scrutiny, and perhaps the aftermath of her near-fatal accident all played a role in her turn to alcohol. It was a coping mechanism, a way to deal with the immense stress and demands of her career and personal life. However, what started as a means to cope gradually became a dependency that threatened to overshadow her life and career. Ann Margret's struggle with alcohol was a deeply personal journey. She faced her addiction with the same determination and resilience that had characterized her approach to her career. Recognizing the destructive path she was on, she made the brave decision to seek help. Her journey to recovery was a testament to her strength and her willingness to confront and overcome her personal demons. This chapter of Ann Margret's life was kept largely private. She chose to fight her battle away from the public eye, dealing with her addiction in a personal and discreet manner. Her ability to overcome her addiction and emerge stronger was a powerful aspect of her story, though it was one that few were privy to. Ann Margret's battle with addiction adds a layer of complexity to her persona. It shows a side of vulnerability and human struggle that stands in stark contrast to the glamorous image often associated with movie stars. Her victory over addiction is a part of her life that speaks to her inner strength and her ability to face and overcome life's challenges. Love and Marriage with Roger Smith. Amidst the whirlwind of her Hollywood career, Ann Margret found a lasting love with Roger Smith, an actor known for his role in the television series 77 Sunset Strip. Their marriage, which began in 1967, was a testament to enduring love in an industry where relationships are often fleeting. Ann Margret and Roger Smith's love story began in a manner almost as cinematic as her films. They met in 1965, and their connection was immediate. Smith was not just her partner, he became her manager, playing a pivotal role in guiding her career. Their relationship was a blend of personal and professional partnership that proved to be a formidable force in Ann Margret's life. Choosing not to have children, Ann Margret and Smith focused on their careers and each other. This decision was a personal one, reflective of their priorities and the life they wanted to build together. Their marriage was a journey of mutual support and understanding, with Smith standing by Ann Margret through the highs and lows of her career, including her near-fatal accident and battle with addiction. However, their union was not without challenges. Smith was diagnosed with myasthenia gravis, a chronic autoimmune neuromuscular disease which brought new trials and tribulations to their life together. Ann Margret's role shifted from wife and partner to caregiver, a role she embraced with love and dedication. Their relationship, tested by health issues and the demands of Hollywood, remained strong, a testament to their commitment to each other. The marriage of Ann Margret and Roger Smith was a rarity in Hollywood, a lasting union that endured for 50 years until Smith's passing in 2017. Their love story was one of mutual respect, deep affection, and unwavering support, standing as an example of enduring love in an industry known for its transient relationships. In the next part of Ann Margret's story, we uncover a lesser-known aspect of her life, her hidden talents. Beyond her acting and singing abilities, Ann Margret possessed skills and passions that many of her fans were unaware of, adding yet another layer to her multifaceted life. The hidden talent. Beyond the bright lights of the stage and screen, Ann Margret nurtured a set of skills and passions that remained largely hidden from her public persona. These talents, ranging from her prowess in motorcycle riding to her artistic flair in painting, showcased a side of Ann Margret that was as diverse as it was surprising. Her love for motorcycles was more than just a passing interest. Ann Margret was an avid and skilled motorcyclist, a hobby that she pursued with as much passion as her acting career. Riding gave her a sense of freedom and adventure, a stark contrast to the structured and scripted world of her professional life. Her proficiency on motorcycles was not just for show. She often rode her own bike in scenes requiring her character to do so, demonstrating her skill and fearlessness. In addition to her love for motorcycles, Ann Margret also had a passion for painting. This artistic pursuit was a form of expression that allowed her to channel her creativity in a different medium. Her paintings, often vibrant and expressive, were a reflection of her inner world. This artistic side was a personal outlet for her, a way to unwind and reflect away from the public eye. These hidden talents of Ann Margret were aspects of her life that she cherished privately. They offered her a sense of normalcy and escape, allowing her to engage in activities that brought her joy and fulfillment outside of her career. Her ability to excel in these hobbies also spoke to her versatility and her desire to explore and embrace different facets of her personality. Ann Margret's hidden talents add depth to her image as a Hollywood star. They reveal a woman who was not defined solely by her career in entertainment, but was a multifaceted individual with diverse interests and abilities. Her love for motorcycles and painting were just a few of the many layers that made up the complex and intriguing person that was Ann Margret. Private struggles with health. Ann Margret's life, though outwardly glamorous and successful, was punctuated by a series of private battles with health issues that tested her resilience. These challenges, largely kept out of the public eye, were struggles that Ann Margret faced with the same determination and strength that characterized her professional life. One of the most significant health challenges Ann Margret encountered was her battle with cancer. The diagnosis came as a shock, thrusting her into a fight for her health that was as demanding as any of her film roles. This battle with cancer was a deeply personal journey, one that Ann Margret chose to navigate privately, away from the media spotlight. The experience of facing a life-threatening illness had a profound impact on Ann Margret. It brought into sharp focus the fragility of life and the importance of health. Her journey through treatment and recovery was marked by moments of fear, uncertainty, and hope. Throughout this challenging period, Ann Margret's spirit and willpower shone through. She approached her health struggles with the same grace and courage that she brought to her performances. In addition to her fight with cancer, Ann Margret also dealt with other health issues over the years. Each of these challenges added to the tapestry of her life, shaping her perspective and approach to both her career and personal life. These health battles were a testament to her inner strength and her ability to overcome adversity. Ann Margret's private struggles with health add a layer of depth to her public persona. They reveal a woman who, despite the trials she faced, remained steadfast and resilient. Her ability to confront and overcome these personal challenges is a part of her story that speaks to her character and her indomitable spirit. The unsung humanitarian. Away from the spotlight and the accolades of her entertainment career, Ann Margret quietly engaged in extensive philanthropic work, demonstrating a deep commitment to helping others. Her humanitarian efforts, though not as widely publicized as her performances, were an integral part of her life and reflected her compassionate nature. Ann Margret's charitable endeavors spanned a range of causes, from supporting veterans to advocating for children's welfare. Her dedication to veterans was particularly notable. Having performed in USO shows during the Vietnam War era, she developed a profound respect and deep empathy for those who served in the military. This experience inspired her lifelong commitment to supporting veterans organizations, contributing both her time and resources to improve the lives of those who had served their country. Her involvement in children's welfare was another cornerstone of her philanthropic work. Ann Margret was passionate about ensuring that children, regardless of their circumstances, had access to education, health care, and opportunities for a better future. She participated in various initiatives and programs aimed at supporting children in need, often doing so away from the media's eye. In addition to these causes, Ann Margret supported a wide array of charitable organizations and events. She believed in using her platform and influence to make a positive impact in the world, whether it was through fundraising, awareness campaigns, or personal involvement in charitable activities. Ann Margret's philanthropic work was a reflection of her personal values and her desire to give back to the community. It was an aspect of her life that she approached with the same passion and dedication that she brought to her career in entertainment. Her efforts as a humanitarian added a rich layer to her legacy, showcasing a side of her that was selfless, caring, and deeply committed to making a difference in the lives of others. Behind the glamour, the real Ann Margret. Beyond the dazzling performances and the Hollywood fame, Ann Margret's true persona was as captivating as her on-screen characters. Those who knew her closely witnessed a side that was often overshadowed by her celebrity status. This part of her story reveals the woman behind the glamour, providing a glimpse into her personal life, her off-screen personality, and the experiences that shaped her. Ann Margret, despite her fame, was known for her down-to-earth nature and approachability. Friends and colleagues often spoke of her warmth, kindness, and genuine interest in the people around her. She had a way of making those she interacted with feel valued and heard, a quality that endeared her to many. Her personal life was marked by a love for simple pleasures. Ann Margret enjoyed spending time at home, indulging in hobbies like cooking and gardening. These activities provided her with a sense of normalcy and relaxation away from the demands of her career. She found joy in the everyday aspects of life, embracing moments of tranquility and domestic bliss. Despite her success, Ann Margret faced her share of challenges and hardships. Her resilience in overcoming personal and professional obstacles was a testament to her strength of character. She navigated the ups and downs of life with grace and determination, always emerging with a positive outlook. Ann Margret's approach to life was also characterized by a strong sense of independence and self-reliance. She was a woman who carved her own path, making decisions that were true to her values and beliefs. This independence was evident in her career choices, her relationships, and her approach to life's challenges. The real Ann Margret was a multifaceted individual, a talented performer, a compassionate humanitarian, and a woman of substance. Her life off-screen was as rich and varied as her filmography, filled with experiences that shaped her into the beloved icon she is today. Her story is not just one of fame and success. It is a narrative of a woman who lived life on her own terms, with authenticity and a zest for life.